Yes, how are you? I trust you're doing well. Now, this is the second part of the previous episode. Our focus is still on the status of health, our health conditions, and the current things that are actually happening. When you talk of the current things, the contemporary issues that are at stake and things that are hitting a headline right now in the country. You you talk of the implementation of the SHIF and the transfer of the data from NHIF to SHIF. Um, I'll not talk about the transfer because I am not a certified um, data, data analyst or those who understand what deals with the data security and all that. I am not a specialist in that sector, and so I do not want to venture into a sector that I do not have qualifications. And so my focus will be on understanding how the insurance work. I'm talking about this with an experience having worked in an insurance in um, one of the big five insurance in Kenya, actually the leading insurance. I will not mention the name for security purposes, but I'm having worked there in the medical department, handling all the medical claims of whichever condition, be it communicable diseases or non-communicable diseases. In fact, my work was simply to do what is called quality assurance or medical quality assurance check. And I can tell you for sure that in these private insurance companies in Kenya, they have specifications in terms of what condition they cover and what they don't cover. In fact, for any conditions that requires admission, we call it inpatient, there's what is called pre-auth or pre-authorization. That for that claim to be paid, those who are in charge in the insurance, they have to pre-authorize, meaning they have to look at the modalities. They have to look at it keenly and see whether you qualify for such payment, for such payments to be done. In fact, if you went to hospital and you were treated, let's say, um, um, I call them the long-term diseases or lifestyle conditions or the non-communicable conditions. Take for instance, you have hypertension and you've been admitted and you're treated for a given number of days. Then they have to pre-authorize that. And while doing the pre-authorization, your cover or your policy has to meet the conditions for that, for the payment of that service. So for instance, you might have that hypertension, but your cover do not cover, your package or policy do not cover those types of conditions. So what do? They won't pay. And if they won't pay, it means there's what is called out of pocket. So you pay out of your pocket, whether it has gone to what amount, to what tune, you will have to pay, or the service provider will have to go at a loss. That means those conditions are usually very strenuous and very expensive. Now tell me, because these same hospitals that work with the private insurance companies are the same hospitals that have registered to work with SHIF. So tell me, where on earth are you going to pay 2,000? I'm still on 2,000, and you get the right cover for your condition. Well, you have hypertension, while there is someone who is covered by one of the private insurance companies and is paying to a tune of 1 million, and maybe pays 20,000 and above for one visitation, and you go on the same day, you have 2,000 cover and the other one has 1 million or 20,000 cover. Which one will they go for? So you will have to dig deep in your pocket and pay these services, or they will simply chase you away. So knowledge is power. We need to get proper knowledge and understand what I'm saying. If you can prevent it, the better. In fact, they say prevention is better than cure. But if you're already on that side, learn on how to manage the situation. But above all, let's hope that the technical team or the technocrats that are working on this not to come up with something that do not make sense, but come up with something that is valuable to all the citizens. Thank you. That's enough for today. Bye bye.